Shall we? To you. It is said so. Let's go. I'm so excited to be part of this powerful episode of being drama free. We are living in a world that drama is everything. People go wild, they go crazy, they act, they react, they don't mind their lives. They are just confused because some people don't know what to do. If somebody did this, how do I respond? If somebody said this, what do I do? How do I act? How do I react? In our relationships, marriage, in-laws, outlaws, friends, associates, acquaintances, even in parenting. Too much of drama is all over the place. People get so worried, confused, throwing tantrums. It's so amazing that the drama even makes people to act on impulse, irrational. They don't calm down to process whatever comes their way. They don't understand how life is when life is not giving them the best shot that they desire or they think they deserve. Sometimes they wonder what's going on. You know, I lie and laugh and say this is a lie, it's just all lies. When I see people act and react and do things on various platforms. Somebody attended a burial ceremony of someone, and the next thing is, why did you wear it? And it became a drama. It became trolling each other, talking about each other. We are living in a generation that is too dramatic for focus, for success, for greatness, for achievement. Too dramatic. And I felt, if something is not done, we are going to be mismanaging our lives, mismanaging our relationships, and also mismanage destiny that is given to us. I've seen parents. Recently, I was doing a therapy session for a particular family, and the brother gave me a practical example of drama that is being displayed by a strong-willed child, a choleric child. I was shocked. He said there was a day their daddy beats this particular girl. He said it was just 6 or 7. And as the moment the father beats that child, the child, I was told that she started screaming, shouting, went to the main road, laid on the floor, scattered everywhere. They said everybody in the neighborhood were so embarrassed. That is the raising children. I mean, I told them, I said, that day, the girl will never do that again in her life. But the girl was indulged. She continued. Today, the story is touching. Probably in one of the episodes, I'm going to be bringing it out to our airing. Of course, no name, no face, no identity. What I'm saying is, we must understand relationship. We must understand the concept of life. We must understand how do I be drama-free in my relationship, my friends, acquaintances, even my parents, even my children, even my boss at work. How do I set healthy boundaries? How do I live my life with peace, sanity, and serenity? There's no price that is too high to pay and to pay for a life of sanity, serenity, calmness, and nothing more. Nobody dares to come to your space and choke you. Don't choke anybody. I'm not alone in the studio today. I have people that will be tackling me, questions. They want to let me hear their minds and whatever is going on out there. You know, people say I'm old school, but I won't agree to anyone, and I won't agree with anyone here saying that to me. Age is in the brain and it's in the mind. And life is just beginning at 60. We are just warming up, just on the lighter mood. I have a guest. I've done a little bit of introduction. We're going to be deep in this. How do I be drama free? How do I become drama free? How do I live my life with peace in all aspects? I'm talking about all round drama free. How do I keep my space? How do I enjoy my life without anybody choking me? How do I relate with a toxic husband? How do I relate with a toxic wife? How do I relate with children that just treat me as if I'm nobody? How do I handle a boss? How do I handle a colleague? How do I handle the whole of my life being stress-free or drama-free? Yes, I think I have a guest here. Is it a guest or a questionnaire or somebody asking questions? Either ways, well, we're here to take whatever she has in mind. I'm here, but we're going to be taking different topics and we're going to be breaking it down. This is just an introduction, and it's been a lot of preparation behind the scene. We are shaking the scene. There's so much going on here. But I have a good news for you. Please share. Tell your friends on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. Let people learn wisdom. Let them learn understanding. Let them know that you can actually live a life of sanity, being drama free. I've seen a lot of things on this side of life. I've been here for some time. Like I always say, I'm hanging around here for some time. So I've seen a lot. Apart from seeing a lot, I've touched a lot. I've handled a lot. I've done so much with life that honestly speaking, life can only be very, very tough when somebody does not know what to do. Yes, my guest.
Thank you so much, Mommy. I'm really happy to be on this show, Drama Free, because it's all about drama. And this one is not just drama. This one is something entirely, something for the youth, something that is going to take impact in our life, especially the number one talk, which is talking about love and relationship.
You know, when you said you were going to ask me about love and relationship, I laughed. I said, love alone is 20 years topic to be treated, not talk of relationship. But let me start by looking at the law from the angle of childhood, parenting, when you have kids. You know, everybody stems from a home. Whatever you see displayed out there is something that happens between dad and mom and everybody that surrounds a child. We are all products of our upbringing. What did they do to us? You can be a 60-year-old, 70-year-old man or woman and still be a toddler in your love life emotionally because of the way you were brought up, because of your upbringing, because of what life threw at you. So when we are dealing with the issue of love, you know, I used to tell people that you want to cut a tree, you don't cut it from the stem, you go to the roots. So we are dealing with the root of love. If you really want to, you know, handle this properly and deal with it in the light of truth that has the capacity to set free, we need to sit down and think very well and ask ourselves, because everybody talks about love, you don't love me, you don't care for me, you don't love me, love, and the word has been abused and
that is why we have come with this question. Is love enough? Is love enough? Because we are talking about love and relationship now is love between man and woman. You know, a lot of people chase money, people chase properties, people chase positions. But this one we want to talk about this evening is just love Now, how do love really sustain a healthy relationship? Do you think love sustains a healthy relationship? Do you think love is the only thing you need in that relationship to last? What is love? Yes, I'm still reading more.
The issue of, what is love?
Yes, what is love?
You cannot pick love from the angle of relationship. Is God love enough? Is love can sustain relationship? You can't. You have to go to the root, the foundation of love itself. And love starts from having a baby. You cuddle the baby. The moment the baby comes to life, this is complex, but I'll try and put it in a way that
we really want to talk about love in this generation, because
that's why I'm going to the root.
Our understanding of love.
That's why I have to go to the root. That is why I have to go to the root. I have to go to the foundation. I have to really, really dig deep into the root of love, because I know I'm teaching, and I know a lot of people are confused about the word love.
Yes.
Now, let me start from a woman that gets pregnant. Everybody got pregnant. We are all products of sex coming to the world. Now, when a woman gets pregnant and the pregnancy is not wanted, that child has love deficiency already. If a child is born, it's very complex. If a child is born and the dad and the mom, they wanted the child, the baby wows everybody. The child is loved. But that does not mean that that child will remain in love or lovable or will be loved for life. Let me give you an example of daddy and mommy that came together they are married, they wanted a child, and consolation, bouncing baby boy, bouncing baby girl, everybody is everywhere excited. But before the pregnancy came, they had unresolved issues. The momentary love that they showed for that child is momentary. The child grows in that family system with whatever atmosphere of love that is being displayed. No, they don't show it. Sometimes they don't show it, but it's being displayed by the parents. Every child comes in blank. It is what you play back to that child, the child plays back to the world. I'm sure some parents have asked me questions, how did we get here? Now he drinks, he smokes, he gets angry, he lies, she lies. We're talking about their kids. And the question is, if you are a parent that is not emotionally matured, a little thing you snarl, you shout, you yell, you react, you throw tantrums, you are just up and about, you're everywhere scattered. Your kids are even asking you, Mommy, are you okay? As daddy shouted at you again, you have mood swing. You are not emotionally matured as a parent. So what happens? You are transferring that act to that child. So to that child, love means yelling, quote and unquote. Of course, you are not showing love when you yell, when you shout, when you nag. Sometimes the pressure of that child, maybe if you have a child that is highly hyperactive, let me put it that way, and the pressure is much. You are living in a system, you have to go to work, you have to meet some needs, some stuff had to happen, blah, blah, a lot of things, right in the midst of raising that child. That's on his side. What about when husband comes from work and there's no food? And the man is not emotionally mature to think that the woman has been working, or try to rationalize for the woman, and the next thing is boom, bats, boats, and the child is raised in that system. That system alone has messed up the issue of love in the life of that child. That's why if I deal with issues, I'm the kind of a person, I don't deal with issue on the surface. No. I go to the root. And I have a nickname that I have named myself. Trace it, embrace it, erase it, and start replacing it. If you can't trace where you are coming from, we'll just be wasting our time. I do family therapy, I do counseling for couples to be and couples, and I ask them questions. Where are you from? Tell me about your background. The moment I know where you are from, it will make me to help you on how to navigate your marriage relationship. A child that grew up from a parent that comes home drunk, the man sleeps around, the news is everywhere, the man embezzled. We have our politicians that their names are all over the news. We have children. Those children are damaged consciously or unconsciously. Even if the shame is within the carcass of their family, probably you stumble at your husband sleeping with your maid and your children at home. And they saw it, they heard it, there was a lot of drama. You know, we're talking about being drama free.
Yes.
You know, there's so much drama. Daddy, you are wicked. Daddy, you are not good. Mommy is crying. Why did you hurt mommy? Mommy has labored. Mommy, everything is like boss. When that child is going into another relationship, that picture of what love, quote and unquote, because dad and mom are in love, but what love, quote and unquote, is in the mind of that child is going to be played out. And that's why I insist on premarital counseling. Trace it, embrace it. How do I mean by embracing it? Sometimes some of you are raped, you were molested, armed robbers came and did their worst and all of that. It's still in that relationship. It's still going into that marriage with you. I always say 14 invincible people are going into marriage relationship. 14 people you don't see.
You say 14?
14. I'll be mentioning it in the course of this drama-free relationship and all. 14 people. Number one person that goes into that relationship of husband and wife is everything you saw your dad did to your mom. There's a picture of your parents that is being painted in your mind that speaks love, as it were. Now, if your daddy had 10 women, he's a polygamist, serial activist when it comes to sexuality, there's something in your subconscious that tells you men are polygamists. It is normal. So when you are married and your spouse is saying you're cheating, passwording your phone, you're sleeping around, it's like, what are you saying? I'm a man. Not that the standard is right, but the point is that the picture of growing up, the picture of your parents you saw growing up has told you this is love. You could say that the word love, we cannot exhaust this today. It's a lot and it's deep and it's highly comprehensive.
Thank you, ma'am, because you have really said a lot. Because I was wondering why some people, because there's actually where I was going when I asked that question, that what is love? How do we understand love? How do this generation understand love? How do we interpret love? Because our interpretation of love in this generation is so dim. It's not clear. It's not clear enough. Like
it's not clear at all. Not enough. It's not clear at all.
At all. There's no shadow of light in love anymore. That is why you see a man will ask a lady out today she's hungry, today she don't have data, today her father is in the village, he's sick, there's medication he has to be buying every month, today she's one training her sisters in school,
giving a lot of excuse to exploit
from the man. And the man will just be like, what is going on? Is it a crime to even love again? And that is why they end up saying that fear women in this kind of actually happens with women, with men as well.
Yeah.
When they make you fall in love, they start manipulating your feelings, lies, and all that. And that is why we see that, like you have said, that it's from the roots. We have to trace it, face it, embrace
embrace it, erase it, and start replacing it. Let me just help a little bit here, because the confusion is confusing because the foundation itself. Now, let me talk about marriage. You are only given a marriage certificate without going to school.
Giving a marriage certificate without going to school.
They just hand you over. Some of you went to school, you read what?
I read business administration.
Okay.
Yes.
What's it called?
Mass communication.
You read mass communication. How many you studied? What's your engineering? How many years?
Doctors.
How many years?
5 years.
How many years?
4 years.
How many years? 5 years. Now, 5 years to become an engineer, to become a businesswoman, to become highly recognized communications mass com. 5 years of, not that, you served for another year.
Yes, you did IT.
Yes.
Yeah, he did IT, he now served. Now, the question is, this is a career that will put food on your table for the rest of your life, that will make you happy. Now, the marriage certificate they gave to you is for you to be able to enjoy the fruit of the school and the ITs and the institution and the service here. And they didn't train you. You don't know what to do.
Definitely you are going to fail.
So,
It does not work that way.
in itself, there is a setup to fail when you are dealing with relationship that is not prepared for. And everybody, plus our parents, everybody, they said, go and figure it out. And it's so painful when you are shouting, premarital counseling, school of marriage, get to, you know, there is money. That's money you are earning. Let me give you an example. Your marriage, your relationship is your wealth, is your health, is your happiness. Now, if you are not right in your relationship, how are you going to enjoy your wealth? What you have labored for. For instance, probably you are living in somewhere in Lagos Island, and you bought a property there free for 100 million. You now came to a village, in your village, you bought another property for 500,000, because of the location. You wanted to do a business. Don't forget, I'm talking about your wealth. You wanted to do a business, you now say, okay, I need money. I have a big house in Lagos, on the island. Let me give it out to the bank and drop the collateral for the project. Now, your wife is not involved. You are not telling anybody. The assumption with your wife and your children is, my husband has a house in this place, my husband has a house in the village. As a matter of fact, the house of the village, the woman has assumed that village house. We leave it for the parents. So their mind is, my husband have a house in Lagos. And two of you are not together, you are not talking, you are not communicating, you are making decisions that are not wise financially, and yet it's your money. When is your money? Is your money. Yes. If the person dies, the bank will come and say it's our property. And the question is, but why? Why did he know? He didn't tell us. You have used 5 years to read education, read medicine, read law, read business admin, read engineering. The money you are supposed to work together as a team in your home to produce the best result is missing because you are not informed. You are only given a marriage certificate without going to school. So what would you do? Now the point is, before we start talking about anything, people should go back to the foundation of what is love to them. Because if I'm answering love is this, I'm just wasting precious time.
Yes, what is love to them?
What is love? Everybody should explain what love is to them. After doing that, it is listen to me, hear me, and let me say this. If you are from a broken home, polygamous home, any form of family dysfunction, please don't go into relationships, say I love you, I just love you. Marriage will open your eyes. Somebody said love is blind. Marriage is an eye opener. It's not going to work. That's the fact. The reason is very simple. As a man, you had a child, had a fling, and had a child. The father is not there, somebody is not there. That child is naturally dysfunctional because every child needs the two parents to raise the child. No matter how much a guardian you are, no matter how good you are as a person, you took care of that child, it will not be like my dad and my mom are together. So that child, number one problem of that child is low self-esteem. And when that child has a low self-esteem, the bad thing that happens is it makes wrong marital choices. There'll be some decent, lovely, amazing girls out there that or guys that the girl should have married. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, the child would marry somebody anyhow, somebody. Pause. What happened? Okay. At the end of the day, the child will marry a wrong person. Wrong choices. All because the father figure or the mother figure is not in the picture. If you are married to a child that is from even a normal family, maybe daddy and mommy goes to church, they wear the same uniform, it's a monogamous home, everything is on point. If that child what speaks love to that child is not applied to the life of that child, the child can still end up being dysfunctional. So now what I'm saying is this topic of being raised from different parental issues is another topic on its own, which we can break down and talk about later. But the foundation and the introduction of this drama-free relationship, having to live a life of peace, sanity, and serenity. How do I live my life without problem? I want you to understand that what speaks love to everybody is not the same. Your background, your parenting, your upbringing determines what speaks love to you. It's as simple as that for now.
Thank you so much. We have really talked a lot. But mommy, I really wish I can share like little of my story about how somebody who came from a dysfunctional home, how it really affects. Because some people might not understand how it really affects, because they might feel, oh, my dad left my mom, but my mom is really doing well. She can take care of me, she can send me to school, and they feel like I don't really care, I don't really need a father figure. But deep down, they really need it. It also happens if the mother is not there, and that. But in my own story, my father was not there. And it's not as if my mom was really doing really well. When my dad and my mom were together, they were doing well because my mom was always making sure that I'm not lacking anything. She was always there for me. Like my primary school days, I was so intelligent. Like I don't lack. My school uniform, they're always neat and all that. I didn't really notice. Like I didn't feel that. Because my both parents are together, I didn't really thought about how they are living their life. Are you like you? I didn't really thought about it until when they were separated, and I had to stay with my grandma. That was when I now know that yes, this thing called father figure, mother figure is really really important. Because I want to use my school life, my educational background now as an instance, because the school that I was supposed to go in 6 years, and then you have to go from primary 1 to primary 6. Yes. The school that I was supposed to go in 6 years and move to another stage, I have to go for like 8 years.
Wow.
Yes. I have to go for like 8 years. Now I moved to secondary school. After the secondary school, assuming I was with my mom, because how my mom trained, she really worked hard. That woman really worked hard. Assuming I was with my mom, I know definitely that after my secondary school, I'm going to enter higher institution straight, because that woman really, like, she want me to
get to the peak of your career and destiny and mission.
Because my dad is not there, my mom is not there, I have to work extra years to even enter higher institution. That was how.
You see, you have said it all. Now, people that looked at you at the time, even your mom would have said, don't worry, you can go, whatever it is, life goes on, life is good. But she had forgotten that there will always be something missing in the
lot missing.
I will even use your case so easy. I have the material to use when next I'm coming on the show. At least I know that you can actually use your case as being drama free in relationship with having to be raised by parents that are separated, and what happened at the end of the day, the child becomes the grass that suffers. I used to say that where two elephant fight, grass suffers. I think I'm changing that. Where two elephant fight, grass may not only suffer, the grass can die, depending on the length of the fight. For instance, if you are playing football on a grassy, on a grass, on a floor, on a field that grass is full there, you just cut it, shape it all the time to keep it nice. If you start playing ball on that particular field for a very long time, at the end of the day, grass may not even grow again at that particular place where the football is being played. We'll be right back after this. Thank you so much for watching. Pause.